After 70, every sunrise feels more sacred, yet every quiet ache, every missed step, every forgotten name can whisper an unsettling question. How much time do I really have left? It's a question that lingers in the minds of millions, often unspoken but deeply felt. You may look fine in the mirror, but science says your body is already sending subtle, measurable signals. Clues backed by research that reveal how many healthy years may still be ahead. Some people in their 70s defy aging with strength and clarity. Others slowly fade, losing mobility, memory, and motivation. The difference, it often lies in just a few unexpected signs. What if your walking pace, your grip, or your sleep habits could quietly forecast your future? This isn't guesswork. It's science. And once you know what to look for, you'll never ignore these signs again. Because they're not just predicting your longevity, they may be warning you before it's too late. Quiz. Which one do you think is a stronger predictor of long life after 70? A, your diet. B, your walking speed. Comment your answer below with A or B and let us know what you think. If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe. Let us be your companion, sharing wisdom stories and hope as you journey through this extraordinary stage of life. Also, take the time to watch the entire video to learn the 7 signs that reflect your health condition and how to improve your overall and comprehensive health. Now, without keeping you waiting any longer, let's get started. Sign 1. Your walking speed, the pace of your vitality. You may not notice it right away. Perhaps you cross the street a little slower, hesitate at a curb, or find yourself letting others walk ahead while you quietly catch your breath. But science is clear: your walking speed after age 70 is more than a matter of mobility. It's a vital sign as predictive of longevity as blood pressure or heart rate. In fact, researchers at the University of Pittsburgh analyzed data from over 34,000 older adults and found that those who walked faster than 2.6 feet per second were significantly more likely to live longer than their slower peers. That's just under 2 miles per hour, a gentle but consistent pace. What makes walking speed such a powerful indicator? It integrates multiple body systems, musculoskeletal strength, cardiovascular capacity, pulmonary function, neural control, and even psychological resilience. When these systems work harmoniously, your body moves with ease and balance. When one begins to falter, your pace often reflects it before other symptoms appear. A slower gait may signal early declines in heart health, undiagnosed neurological changes, or muscular deconditioning. It's a silent barometer of how well your internal engine is running. Take Leonard, age 74, who walks every morning through the trails of Golden Gate Park. He maintains a pace of 3 feet per second and doesn't think twice about hills or uneven ground. His heart is strong, his balance confident. Now compare that to Calvin, also 74, who avoids sidewalks altogether because uneven pavement feels like a hazard. His steps are slower, shorter, less steady. While Leonard's body continues to benefit from cardiovascular stimulation and muscular maintenance, Calvin's is quietly losing both. The good news: this is not a fixed outcome. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that older adults who commit to consistent walking programs, even just 30 minutes a day, can increase their gait speed by up to 20% within months. That's not just more steps, it's more life. So start where you are. Walk indoors if needed. Use trekking poles or a walking buddy for confidence. Track your pace. Aim to build strength in your legs with simple sit-to-stand exercises or resistance bands. The goal is not speed for speed's sake, it's strength, vitality, and independence. How you move through the world matters. Your walking speed isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the future you're walking toward and how long you'll be able to keep moving in that direction with joy, freedom, and power. Sign 2. Your grip strength. A silent message from your muscles. It's one of the first things you learn to do as a child: grasp, hold, squeeze. Yet decades later, your grip may quietly tell a far deeper story about your health than any number on a chart. Grip strength, according to multiple longitudinal studies, is not just a measure of hand function. It's a biomarker of overall vitality. In fact, research published in The Lancet found that every 11-pound decrease in grip strength was associated with a 16% increase in the risk of death from all causes. That's not just a statistic, it's a signal. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, Nobel laureate and aging researcher, once said, "Your biology listens to how you treat it. Even the smallest muscles carry a message. Your hands, small as they may be, are connected to larger muscle groups, nerve pathways, and your cardiovascular system. When your grip begins to weaken, it's often a sign that your overall muscular system is also in decline. For older adults, that can mean a greater risk of falls, slower recovery from illness, and loss of independence in daily tasks. Consider Margaret, age 78, a retired nurse from Denver. She still opens her own jars, waters her garden, and lifts grocery bags with ease. Her secret: daily light strength training and years of knitting, gardening, and baking activities that kept her hands strong and her spirit vibrant. Contrast this with Lorraine, also 78, who stopped carrying laundry baskets after dropping one too many. She thought it was just age, but her physical therapist later explained that her weakening grip was the first red flag in a larger pattern of muscle atrophy. Fortunately, grip strength is highly trainable. You don't need a gym membership. You just need consistency. Use a hand gripper for 5 minutes daily. Squeeze a tennis ball while watching TV. Carry a light tote instead of using a cart. These simple practices reinforce muscle memory, improve blood flow, and restore confidence. So take a moment. Clench your fist. Open a jar. Pick up your bag. How did it feel? Was it easy, or did it take more effort than you expected? Is your grip something you've overlooked? Or could it be your body's way of asking for strength? We'd love to hear from you. What's one small way you're keeping your hands strong and your body engaged? Share your story in the comments so others can be inspired by your journey. Sign 3. Your balance, the body's natural compass. Balance is something most of us take for granted until we start to lose it. It's not just about standing on one foot or walking a straight line. Balance is a full body symphony involving your muscles, joints, inner ear vision, and central nervous system. It reflects how well your body works as a team. As you age, subtle changes in this coordination can become dangerous if ignored. According to a 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, adults in their 70s who couldn't balance on one leg for 10 seconds had nearly double the risk of death over the next 7 years compared to those who could. Dr. Kenneth Cooper, pioneer of preventive medicine and founder of the Cooper Aerobics Center, once said, "Stability in your body reflects stability in your life. Lose one and the other follows." It's not just poetic. It's clinical truth. Poor balance leads to falls, and falls are the leading cause of fatal injuries among Americans over 65. But the bigger story is that balance is often the first place where aging quietly shows itself. You may not notice it at first. A slight stumble when turning too fast, needing to steady yourself on the counter while reaching up. These moments seem minor, but they're worth listening to. Consider Beverly, 73, who lives in Sedona and practices Tai Chi every morning by her porch. She doesn't just stay on her feet, she floats. Her secret lies in consistent practice, joint flexibility, and body awareness. Contrast her with Helen, also 73, who now avoids crowded sidewalks for fear of being bumped. She hasn't fallen, but she's already changed how she lives, and that fear is slowly shrinking her world. The hopeful truth is that balance can be rebuilt. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that daily exercises like heel-to-toe walking, one leg stands with support nearby, and controlled leg lifts improve balance within weeks. And it's not just physical, better balance improves brain function, boosts confidence, and restores freedom. Try it now. Stand near a chair or counter. Lift one foot gently off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without grabbing something? Has your world subtly narrowed because your balance has started slipping? And what would it mean to get that freedom back? We'd love to hear how you're working on your balance. Whether it's morning stretches, dancing in the kitchen, or joining a class, share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else regain their footing in more ways than one. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. Nighttime is when longevity builds. Sleep is often seen as the body's passive state, a time of stillness. But in truth, nighttime is when the most critical maintenance of your entire system takes place. Deep within the quiet hours, your brain clears toxic proteins, your muscles repair, your heart slows to rest, and your immune system resets. After age 70, this nightly restoration becomes not just helpful, but essential. According to the National Institute on Aging, older adults who consistently sleep between 7 to 8 hours per night show better memory retention, lower blood pressure, reduced inflammation, and longer lifespan than those who sleep too little or too much. Dr. Matthew Walker, renowned neuroscientist and author of Why We Sleep, wrote that sleep is the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day. It's no longer a luxury, it's a form of medicine. But sleep patterns often shift with age. Many older adults report lighter sleep, frequent waking, or waking too early. This isn't just frustrating, it can be dangerous. Sleep disruption has been linked to increased risk of Alzheimer's, depression, cardiovascular disease, and immune dysfunction. The body becomes more vulnerable when it's denied its recovery time. Consider Gerald, 76, who maintains a steady bedtime routine, avoids screens after 8 p.m., and walks in morning sunlight. He sleeps soundly and rises refreshed. Now think of Alan, also 76, who watches television late into the night, snacks heavily before bed, and wakes up every 2 hours. He brushes it off as just aging, but his chronic sleep fragmentation is gradually wearing down his body's ability to heal. The good news is that sleep quality is highly modifiable, even in your later years. Establish a regular sleep schedule, expose yourself to natural light during the day, and create a calming pre-bed ritual. Perhaps soft music reading or simple breathing exercises. Avoid stimulants like caffeine in the afternoon and make your bedroom a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Tonight, as you lie in bed, ask yourself not just whether you're sleeping, but whether you're truly resting. Are you treating your sleep as a priority, or has it become an afterthought in your health journey? If you've discovered a personal nighttime routine that works for you, we'd love to hear it. Share your habits, struggles, or even your favorite bedtime tea into everyone. Your story could help someone else finally sleep through the night and wake up to a better tomorrow. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. Food as fuel and joy. As we age, the relationship we have with food begins to shift not just physically, but emotionally and socially. Appetite, once driven by energy, demands, and pleasure, can quietly diminish with time. A once vibrant dinner plate becomes simpler meals less frequent and hunger less urgent. But this subtle decline isn't just a natural part of aging, it can be a warning sign. According to the National Institutes of Health, unintentional weight loss and reduced appetite in older adults are often early indicators of malnutrition, sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and even cognitive decline. Dr. Walter Willett, professor of epidemiology and nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, has said, what we eat after 70 is no longer just about survival, it's about resilience. Your appetite or lack thereof is a message from your body. It may be signaling changes in metabolism, shifts in hormones, or hidden illnesses, like gastrointestinal disorders or depression. Ignoring it could mean your body is running on less fuel than it needs, leading to muscle loss, fatigue, weakened immunity, and increased risk of falls. Take Lorraine, 74, who still finds joy in preparing fresh meals using herbs from her backyard in Santa Barbara. She eats with color greens, oranges, purples, and sees food as both nourishment and celebration. Her energy reflects that. Then there's Janet, also 74, who after losing her husband stopped cooking altogether. She relies on toast coffee and the occasional frozen meal. Over the last year, she's lost 12 pounds without trying. She assumes it's just stress, but her doctor sees the red flag, early signs of frailty stemming from insufficient nutrition. The encouraging truth is that appetite can be rekindled. Eating can be joyful again. Sometimes all it takes is sharing a meal with a friend using a new recipe, or even setting a small table with flowers and music. Focus on nutrient-dense foods: salmon, sweet potatoes, berries, leafy greens, nuts, and lentils. Hydration matters. Too many older adults mistake thirst for lack of hunger. Tonight, as you prepare dinner or tea, ask yourself, are your meal times still clear to you? Or have you stopped listening? Have you lost interest in food or forgotten what it means to you? What foods bring you comfort these days? What brings you back to the table? Share with us. We would love to see you do the same. Sign 6. Your response to stress. Aging from the inside out. Stress doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it lives in the silence between thoughts, in the clenched jaw during dinner, in the quickened pulse when the phone rings unexpectedly. As we age, our ability to manage stress becomes more than just a matter of emotional well-being. It directly impacts how our bodies function, heal, and age. Chronic stress raises levels of cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated over time, contributes to inflammation, high blood pressure, decreased immune function, and even memory loss. According to the American Psychological Association, long-term stress in older adults has been linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and accelerated cognitive decline. Dr. Andrew Weil, renowned integrative medicine pioneer, once said, "You may not be able to eliminate every source of stress, but you can learn to change your response to it. That's where the power lies." His words remind us that stress is not only what happens to us, it's how we hold it, how we carry it, and whether we allow it to stay. Consider Howard, 76, who has made mindfulness a daily habit. Each morning, he sits by his window with a cup of tea, closes his eyes and breathes. He doesn't deny life's difficulties, but he's trained his body to respond with calm instead of panic. Then there's Fred, also 76, who watches news reports late into the night, often ruminating over things far beyond his control. He wakes up tense, His blood pressure higher, his energy lower, and his mood heavy. His stress has become a lens through which he sees the world, narrowing it, dimming it. The good news is that stress resilience can be cultivated even after decades of ingrained habits. Techniques like deep breathing, guided meditation, gentle exercise, prayer, and journaling can shift the body from a fight or flight state to one of rest and repair. Even something as simple as laughing with a friend or listening to music you love can lower stress hormones and elevate mood. Right now, pause and check in with yourself. Is your body tense? Are your thoughts racing or at ease? Are you carrying stress that no longer belongs to you? And what would it feel like to finally set it down? If you found ways to manage stress that have helped bring you peace, we'd love to hear them. Your small rituals, your walks, your meditations, your daily choices may offer comfort and hope to someone else, walking the same uncertain road. The sign 7. Your social connections. Loneliness is a health risk. There's a kind of silence that echoes louder with age, the silence of isolation. After 70, many people find their social circles shrinking. Children move away, spouses pass on friends, become less mobile. And while solitude can offer peace, prolonged loneliness does something far more harmful. It chips away at our physical and mental health. According to a 2023 report from the U.S. Surgeon General, social isolation increases the risk of premature death by nearly 30%, rivaling smoking, obesity, and lack of exercise as a major health threat. Dr. Vivek Murthy, U.S. Surgeon General, stated loneliness is far more than a bad feeling. It harms both individual and societal health. And the science backs it up. Loneliness has been linked to higher rates of depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. The human brain is wired for connection. When that connection fades, so too does our vitality. Think of Elaine, 79, who hosts a weekly Sunday coffee on her front porch in Charleston. She invites neighbors to sit, share stories, and enjoy the morning breeze. Her joy is visible, her posture upright, her eyes bright. Her sense of community is her medicine. Then think of Barbara, also 79, who rarely hears her phone ring anymore. She eats dinner alone, watches television in silence, and goes weeks without meaningful conversation. The days blur together. Her body may be holding on, but her spirit feels like it's letting go. But connection doesn't require crowds. It begins with one gesture, a phone call, a handwritten note, an invitation to lunch, volunteering at the local library, joining a group with shared interests, whether it's painting, walking, or simply conversation. Even digital tools used wisely can bridge generations and miles, bringing people back into each other's lives. Tonight, as the sun sets and the day slows, ask yourself, who did you talk to today? Did you feel heard? Did you feel seen? Are you nurturing the relationships that sustain you, or letting loneliness quietly take their place? Distance is real, but don't let love be lonely. Take the proactive to connect with people. My friends, your proactiveness will not only help you, but it will also help the lives of your friends and relatives become more happy, connected, and meaningful. Now that you've heard the 7 signs that quietly reveal how long and how well you might live after 70, take a moment to pause, not in fear, but with clarity. This isn't about being afraid of aging. It's about waking up to the truth that your body is still listening, still responding, and still capable of change. Each sign we explored is not a sentence, it's an opportunity, an invitation to re-engage with your health, your habits, and your hope. your walking speed, your grip strength, your balance, your sleep, your appetite, your stress, your relationships. These are not isolated pieces. They are threads of a bigger picture, your vitality. And the truth is, even small changes in any of these areas can create a powerful ripple effect in your overall well-being. You don't need to do it all at once. Just begin. Walk a little further today. Sleep a little deeper tonight. Call someone you miss. Strengthen your legs. Choose a colorful plate. Choose yourself. The most important lesson is this: it is never too late to care for your body, to reconnect with others, and to reclaim your strength. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not alone. The road ahead may be quieter, but it is still yours to walk with power, with intention, and with dignity. What about you? Which of these signs resonated with you most deeply? What's one small step you're ready to take this week? Share your thoughts in the comments. We read them all, and your story may be the spark someone else is waiting for. If this video was helpful to you, please subscribe. Your support is a great honor for us. Let us be your companion, watching you grow healthier and happier every day. Consider this a space for you to reflect, grow, and feel supported. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be the first to know when a new video is here to uplift, inform, or simply sit with you in the quiet moments. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.